Good morning, everybody. My name is JP the Outlaw, here to talk about a couple of things. Going on in the WWE wrestling news in general. Um, One, I want to talk about Keo's push with the events that happened from SmackDown. I did not give a SmackDown review last week. I'll be giving one this week. I want to talk about that. Also, Asuka moving to the main roster, Raw or SmackDown. It was announced last week that she'll be moving to Raw. Which one is better for Asuka? We'll go over that in a brief discussion. As well as, in the first subject I want to talk about is Bobby The Brain Heenan has passed away at 74. I remember that he had complications with cancer and so on and so forth. But this is a big deal for WWE, not even WWE, just wrestling in general. Bobby Brain Heenan, one of the best managers, one of the best announcers, one of the best commentary people that the WWE has ever had or seen. He's managed the likes of Ted DiBiase, Gorilla Monsoon, Mr. Perfect, national disasters. I think that's their name. Earthquake and Tremor or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, Bobby the Brain Heenan will be missed. Definitely. Also, Andre the Giant. Bobby the Brain Heenan has left his mark on the business as far as just being a all around entertainer, man. Just being a great dude. You dig what I'm saying? He's one of the cats that, as the way our generation looks at Paul Heyman, that's how the 80s generation, or the 90s, if you want to be pure, you can pick either one, looked at Bobby the Brain Heenan. Bobby the Brain Heenan was years ahead of his time, cutting promos as if though he's an in-ring competitor. Good dude. Again, passed away at 74. I know he was battling cancer. I hope that he meets up at that big wrestling ring in the sky. Managing Bobby the Brain Heenan, all the all-stars. But now, since we have a little moment of silence for Bobby the Brain Heenan, now we're moving on to Keo and his super push. Now, you can take a lot of things from what happened on SmackDown last week. This thing was going on while the Mae Young Classic was the same day. It was the Mae Young Classic. Went right on directly after SmackDown Live. But you had Vince McMahon on TV, which is, where the fuck did you pull Vince up from? But you have Vince McMahon on TV pretty much giving KO the go-ahead to headbutt him. Now, I'm under the impression that KO knew that Vince McMahon was going to blade himself. And what it is, you cut yourself a little bit, you leave a piece of dead skin hanging over, but just enough to be exposed so when it's tapped or hit, it busts wide open. Now, I think KO went light on Vince McMahon. I don't think he hit him with a full head, but like a New Japan style head. But yeah, Vince McMahon, he helped out with the ratings. Big difference from the week prior. So I don't mind Vince stopping by. Only thing, as a GM, if it was me, if I'm investing in your business and I see my COO out there doing foolish stuff with his talent, then no, I'm not gonna invest any more money into your company because you're a liability. Something could happen. I see you effing yourself up just to get a pop from your crowd. Not cool. That's how I would see it. You know, as far as KO's now, KO's a made man. KO is a made man. If this doesn't culminate with, you know, him getting rid of Shane McMahon and him having to fight Triple H at the end of the year, I don't know what else to do with Kevin Owens. Take a sip of my coffee. I don't know what else to do with Kevin Owens. I feel as though, you know, y'all have given him all this build. He's been champion since he debuted in the WWE, NXT, Universal Champion, a 3-time U.S. Champion. Only title he hasn't had was the tag team title. Just saying. I'm just saying. I like what they're doing with KO. You know, this feud with him and Shane McMahon is only helping their brand. This is where you can see them not only building a star, but creating a mega star in Kevin Owens, even a mega heel. Do I think Kevin Owens has what it takes to bear the weight of that title? Yes, absolutely. I think Kevin Owens on the mic is way better than most people with a script on the mic. Kevin Owens, off the top of his head on the mic, is dangerous. Very dangerous. And just showing his in-ring style and the type of competitor that Kevin Owens is, of course, he'll be able to make the difference. What I would do, I would switch it up a little bit. I still feel as though we're getting that silly Kevin Owens for Monday Night Raw. I would switch it up and make it dead-ass serious NXT Kevin Owens. When he was fucking shit up, the only person that had Kevin Owens' number at the time was Samoa Joe. So that should tell you how serious Kevin Owens was taking himself back then when he was the NXT champion. How would I book Kevin Owens moving forward? Like I said, I think this should all end with a match at WrestleMania. It has to be. It doesn't have to really be a special stipulation match, but a match at WrestleMania with Triple H and Kevin Owens. I feel as though, you know, Shane McMahon right here at Survivor Series should lose. You write him off of TV for a while, and that'd be the end of that. Yeah, you write him off of TV for a while. Shane McMahon's off TV. You can have Kevin Owens, you know, having his way on SmackDown Live, running up, attacking random people. Stephanie McMahon could come out and try to defend her brother's honor, or the SmackDown Live locker room's honor, by getting Kevin Owens out of there. And, you know, you can have Kevin Owens attack Stephanie McMahon. She was just on SmackDown Live to defend her father. So you can have Kevin Owens pop-up powerbomb Stephanie. As well as Triple H coming out there with the assist leading up into WrestleMania weekend. You know, that could be the go-home show. Or maybe even you may want to put some time in between that. Playing that the month before the go-home show, please, so that way you can build properly. But, you know how the WWE is. Not too much faith in the WWE when it comes to booking. Now, why was Asuka moved to Raw instead of SmackDown? Now, this is a quite obvious statement. Who the fuck? What? Excuse my language. What does Raw have to offer outside of Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Mickie James, Emma, okay, and Sasha Banks? That's only 5 women. I don't know where Summer Rae. I don't know where Alicia Fox, what the fuck she's doing. I don't know where these people are at. But I can tell you this: when Asuka comes to Raw, and just I can see Asuka holding the title for another 2 years if they book Asuka right, because technically they have nobody, and they discredit their women's division with this hot potato back and forth with the title with Sasha Banks. Becky Lynch and fucking Charlotte, you know, even now with Alexa Bliss. And like I said before, that hot potato mentality of the title, I am not interested in what's going to happen in the 4-way at No Mercy. Not interested in that. Only because of the rapid fire hot potato shit with the women's championship. You haven't made me get invested into it. The way you're booking these women, just Sasha Banks for an example, there's no way she should be winning the title on a Sunday and losing the title on a Monday. She's never held the title longer than a week. So for that to be said, you discredited your women's division right there. I think Asuka coming in as a credible challenger, as a credible champion already, can only further your women's division on Raw. Now, as far as SmackDown is concerned, I can name at least 8 women off the top of my head on SmackDown. 8 women on SmackDown, and you can't even get 6 women from Raw on regular TV on a 3-hour show. So that should tell you something right there. Okay? All right? They don't need any more women for SmackDown Live. If anything, I'm pretty sure after Charlotte comes back, they'll be all right. Because I got them. It's WrestleMania season. I got them putting the title on Charlotte right after Survivor Series or at Survivor Series. So I wouldn't mind that. I think that'd probably be the best move for the WWE. We already went over that. What's the next? How would I book Asuka coming into Monday Night Raw from NXT? Well, first of all, I would keep her on her winning streak, undefeated, all the way until she wins the women's title. Goes on to hold the title for at least 8 months, and loses to a returning Charlotte coming to SmackDown. And she does not lose clean. No, she loses with a dirty finish. I don't know. Some fucking Charlotte got her in the figure 8, and somebody's hitting her with a kendo stick. Make Asuka look very believable in her title reign. You know, shit. I would even make her a dual champion because she never lost the fucking title from NXT. You know, have her get a rematch. Have her beat whoever wins this next championship, multi-women match that I'm hearing about for the NXT Women's Champion at the next NXT TakeOver. You know, have her come back the following NXT TakeOver and take back the title. Man, that's pay-per-view money right there. That's big business. But, you know, who the hell am I? That's just my opinion. I'm JP the Outlaw. These are the stories that we went over for today. That's all I got to say. Not too much. I didn't burn your ear up. And I kept it with under 15 minutes. So, think I'm doing pretty good today. As always, check out JP Outlaw Labcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Wrestling Amino. Check it all out, all one word. JP Outlaw Labcast, and you'll get daily uploads, of course, and then you'll get a gameplay. I always do the WWE Dream Match Saturday series, and I'm working on another series. By the way, you know, I'm right now jotting some stuff down before we get into the Universe Mode series as far as WWE gameplays concerned. You know, I'm trial run. You know, I'm gonna try something with TNA. I was a big TNA fan back in the day, so I'm gonna do them first and make a couple episodes, see how I like it, and then we're gonna jump straight into Universe Mode with WWE 2K18 as soon as it's released. I'm thinking about getting the deluxe edition so I can get it 4 days early. So. I'm the Outlaw. I will talk to you guys. Peace. I'm out of here.